Right, it's just on 9:30 and I'm back in this little tannin stream. We had about 30 mils of rain a couple of days ago, and I came up here and it was belting down, so I gave it a few days break and decided to come down and have a little look, and it's dropped a lot, but oh hell, it's pretty dark water, as you can see. Anyway, I'm starting off with a regular fluoro spinner at the moment and a white. We'll get it here in a minute. There she goes. Little white blade on it. Seeing the water so dark, if that doesn't work, I'll go to Adrian brown. That will stand out pretty well in it. So will the fluoro. And white miller, any of those will probably hopefully maybe work. So I'm just going to have a flick in here and we'll just see how we go. Just got first brown on here. Oh, and there he goes. Been messing around with my camera, wouldn't bloody turn on. Has the car straight up the river. I had him on for about 2 minutes there, and I've been messing around with my camera, so something wasn't working. I wouldn't hit the record thing. When I did it, shut off. Bugger. A beautiful fish too. That was just hooked straight up the middle of that river there. Oh, it's look, a little fella on this time. I've got a white miller on now. And, just picked up this little tacker. He was just taken up in that. On the edge of that fast wire. Yeah, I flicked that white ugly fluoro up there and never had a touch, and so I thought, oh, we'll put the white miller bug spinner on. First cast it into there, this little fella grabbed hold of it, so we'll stick with the white miller. Oh, another nice fish on this time. It's a beautiful fish. Not messing around this time, guys. You go straight in the net. This little white miller, I've only got one hook left on it. So anyway, we'll put him in the net and get a photo of him. Ah, Bubby, on your way. Lovely fish. Look at that, it's beautiful. There you go. See you later. The white miller's working alright. That little white miller, I've only got the one hook on. That's what I caught the last fish on. The first fish of the morning on that little white miller, and I sharpened the hook and I thought, oh, it needs to be bent, straightened up. Bent a little bit more, not straightened up. I let them off centre, and as I bent it a little bit, it just snapped off. So I broke the other one off, and yeah, settled for one hook. Only takes one to catch the trout. Finally, after losing 3 in a row, I've got another little brown. This time I've got on the gold Adrian moose noya. So I hitting the white miller, and then they just sort of went off. I grabbed it on the side, and was missing the single hook. So I finished up putting a Adrian gold moose noya on. I lost a couple on that and one on the other one, the white miller. So anyway, we'll get him off. Right, finally, we've got another lovely brown. It's a nice fish, this one. So I went for a bigger white miller, size 0 to fish this deep pool. I had about 6-7 casts in it, and this is the last cast. I was about to move on up further, and yeah, this fella's come out and grabbed hold of it, so get him in the net, and then I'll tell you something about this fish once he's in the net. Alright, now he's in the net. That's my 400th trout for the season. That's why I was getting a bit skittish back there, but I lost 3 in a row. I lost that first fish, messing around with the camera, and it's been a struggle getting to 400 this year for some reason. I know I had some good days, but oh geez, there's been a lot of bad ones in the last few there to get the 400s. A lot of health problems with my lower back and ribs and that. So anyway, I'm going home a happy chappy today. This fella's going back in the water. Right. Number 400, you're on your way, my friend. Going back into the deep. Oh, now, no pressure. The pressure's gone. The Kerma gear's still going alright though. The little ITX reel and the platypus pulse mono 4-pounder. It's been beautiful, and so is the little ultralight spin Kerma cellulo finesse rod too. Beautiful. Or too light. You can fish with them all day. They're just, yeah, great setup. So anyone taking up trout fishing little rivers and streams, get hold of a few. Any of the Kuma gear, any of the little reels, they're beautiful for this sort of fishing. Oh, it's another nice little ground here. He goes. There's a cast up in between those overhanging dogwood trees there, and no sooner hit the water, this little fella's coming around over it. So I just run him up the bank here, get a couple of photos of him, and then he can go merrily on his way. Beautiful, lovely fish too, it's very nice. Alright, number 401 is on his way. Beautiful. I'll put a little floating hard body on now. And I think it's a bit deeper run here. I just want to flick one in there to see what happens, whether one will take it or not. Only trouble using hard bodies in these little rivers is the snags underneath you don't see. And the hard bodies tend to really find them. I've just gone hard body and just flicking in this pool here and this lovely fish here. Let us say this fella has come out and taken hold of it. Gem of a fish. We'll get him in the net and a couple of photos of him and send him on his way. It's very gloomy here at the moment. Conditions are coming very dull. And he's certainly a lovely specimen of a fish for a small tannin stream, isn't he? Anyway, let's get him in so don't stress too. He's on her way. I think she's full of eggs too, that girl. This little net weighs 300 grams, this little fella. And total weight of that was 935 grams. That's a 635 gram fish. For a little tannin water like this is magical. Alright, I just hooked and lost one in here. So another nice bit of water up further. So I'll give that a fish and probably there's a deep hole in there, so I'll bypass that and yeah, just about ready to call it a day. Just now, it's 10 past 12 now, so 9:30 I think when I got in the river. Alright, my day's done. Even half a dozen trout. First fish of the day was the last one caught. It'd be nice if that had been the 400th, but I'm still happy with half a dozen. Could have had at least 9 or 10, could have had a double figure day really. Yeah, they had quite a few hits and 2 hookups and 2 trout lost on that. So anyway, it wasn't to be. Bees can't be choosy, and we'll settle for half a dozen and the 400th. So next time guys, tight lines.